Alrighty. Let's do this. And yes, this is going to be the first attempt since last time. I did not actually have a chance to stream at all this week. I wanted to. But me and Sleep have not had a very good relationship recently. Okay, so I'm going to want that and probably that. So, hopefully this won't be too bad. I actually want to kind of get Hollow Knight done. I'm ready to be done with the game. So the goal is to basically do the Path of Pain, which, I mean, we were done with it. So, like, this should not be... Oops. This should not be a terrible thing. Like, because we were done with Path of Pain. We were on the fight. So, at least that's what I was told, is that the fight is the end. Damn it. Can I can't just... Oh, right, this is here. I forgot this was here. So, I mean, we have... The first section's done, so it's mostly just going to be a matter of me getting my muscle memory back from that last stream. Whoops. We get to... Oh, that was weird. We get to ignore that immediate next section. It should be done. Like, it should still remember that I have that door open. Unfortunately, it does mean a lot of crap that I have to redo, which I'm not looking amazingly forwards to, I'm not gonna lie. Shit like this, for example. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna get this done. It is my absolute intention to get this done. We are going to beat this. We're gonna knock it out of the park. It's gonna be done, and we're gonna move on. Especially because, again, I kind of... Okay. I don't know why I hit that. But, especially because I've beaten these sections already. I haven't been doing much in the way of roguelikes recently. I mean, I still have to go back and finish with, Into the Gungeon, actually. I actually never played Diablo 1, 2, Torchlight. I never played any of them. Not for lack of interest in particular, just I never got around to playing them. I mean, I do like Borderlands, so I like that kind of, like, fight and loot concept as a general rule, but the concept of just an ARPG looter never really got my attention. This part gave me lots of trouble when we did it the first time, so hopefully it won't be that bad this time. Ah, crap. I mean, I need something more than grind for the sake of grind is the problem, and my understanding is that that is what Diablo and Torchlight are, is you grind because the grind is the gameplay. And ah, crap. There's nothing in that for me. You can accurately say that I'm grinding this. That would be a, like, extremely accurate statement. But there is the win at the end of the day, which is my goal. And in a lot of those styles of games, you grind for the sake of grinding and seeing a specific number get ever so slightly higher the next time. God, I'm having so much trouble with this jump. I feel like I'm slipping off of it. Okay. I'm gonna get this. Like, thankfully today, it's gonna be at the start of a stream and not at the end of it. I'm not tired. I actually, you know, woke up at a reasonable time today and actually slept reasonably well. Not gonna lie, I still feel like my controller's on the way out, but I have... God damn it, I need to not jump there. I have already, like, paid for the next one, but my new controller does not release until November. So I still have a little bit of time to use this one. I don't know, I can look into it if you give me the name. I'm not going to make absolutely any promises, though. My next couple of months, I already kind of know what I'm going to be playing. God damn it. Okay, I need to do something real quick. For some reason, like, OBS and my computer generally work well together, but OBS just seems to take a little bit more CPU usage than XSplit did, and it's causing some trouble in very specific situations. Oh, come on. That was a double jump. Yeah, I played a little bit of Call to Arms. I haven't actually done too much with it yet, though. Ah, damn it, I got too greedy. I'm really looking forward to Link's Awakening, though. It was really hard for me to pick it up yesterday and not play it yesterday. What? Why am I bad? Why am I bad? Why am I bad at this game? Oh, okay. And I'm bad. I am really bad at this game. I don't know why I'm trying this shit with as bad at this game as I am. Okay, so please do not say anything, because I have literally not looked at any of the new information. Like, I am making a profound effort on every new game to not spoil myself in the slightest. So, I did not know there was new content. I thought it was just a new paint job. And I haven't actually played the game in literal years. Why am I bad? Again, a lot of this is just muscle memory for me. It's remembering how these sequences go. You know, and basically not getting, basically not getting greedy like I have been. Oh, is someone actually... I'll be right back, guys. Okay, sorry about that. My car is actually at the shop right now for some routine maintenance. They are letting me know exactly how much it's going to hurt my wallet. Like, I'm going to... So, regarding Enter the Gungeon, it's just I've been playing other stuff, and so I haven't really wanted to go back to Enter the Gungeon yet, most because I've been playing the other stuff. As for Link's Awakening, I don't know if I'm going to be going for the 100%, or if I'm just going to enjoy the game as is. Like, as a, you know, kind of faithful recreation of a game I loved back in the day. I'm probably going to be going for faithful recreation as of right now, and then we will see a little bit later on if 100% is right for me. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, we will see what happens. I'm not promising anything at all at the moment, but we will see what happens. I'm gonna enjoy the basics of the game, and then we will see if the 100% is gonna happen. But again, have literally not looked at the game. I have not looked at any of the new content. Did not even know there was any new content, so I cannot literally say anything about it right now because I literally do not know about it. And keep in mind, the game has been out for literally about 30 hours now, so in my opinion, any opinion about the full game right now is extremely premature. Because you're basing opinions on probably reviews of like 10 people. Okay, if someone's 100%ed it already, then it cannot nearly be as bad as you're saying. Because they've 100%ed it already. God damn it. That jump, man. Like, not just they've 100% already, but you've seen the 100%. So you've had a chance to, like, go through it. It cannot be that bad. Of course it's padded content. The game itself is not that long originally, you know? Like, you can beat the original game in probably a day and a half. If you don't know what you're doing. If you just know basic Zelda. The original game is not that long. So anything added to it is absolutely going to be padded. But, you know, apart from the graphical changes and everything like that... okay. That was weird. Apart from the graphical changes and stuff like that, they have to do something to justify the cost. Remember, this game originally came out really early 90s. God damn it. That keeps on... Ever so often, I don't down attack the way I want to. And, I'll be trying to double jump to get, like, grad attack into double jump, and I don't get my grad attack, and then my double jump is just stolen from me. I partly want to blame my controller at this point, because I have been noticing issues with it, and then part of it's just like, I'm probably screwing up somewhere. Did you guys see that a couple of, like, linguists have actually worked on, quote-unquote, cracking the Hollow Knight language? God damn it. Again, I'm saying there's a little bit of performance issues, and I haven't figured out where they're coming from, but every so often the game just shudders, and I completely lose control for, you know, maybe 5 frames, but in a game like this, that's a long damn time. Oh, and that was my fault. That one was absolutely my fault. It's absolutely possible that I'm trying to input too fast, but, like, there's a long time on some of these where you are effectively animation locked. See, like that, for example. I had a down attack. The down attack was accepted, and I know the down attack was accepted because the enemy did get hit. But I still took damage from impacting it. Which, I mean, the game has a weirdness about it. You don't immediately get your bounce on your down attack. So again, that was me not timing it right. And that was me being stupid. Yeah, my controller's absolutely going. My god damn it, wasn't high enough. My A button is going specifically. I can definitely feel it. Like, you can feel it's getting. Oh, come on. I can feel like the A button is not as responsive in a springy manner in terms of hitting it, and also it's not transmitting the jump as fast as it used to. I mean, I've used this controller for a very long, well, okay, not very long time. Like, I haven't been using it for, you know, I've been using it for like 2 years at this point, 2.5 years. So it hasn't been a long time, but in terms of like a controller that I've been doing online gameplay through, I've been doing all of my Let's Plays PC-wise on this controller. So, you know, this controller's been being used a lot. And then also what's happened is I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV on it in order to make sure I hit my global cooldowns as fast as possible. I tend to spam a button to make sure I get it. And so I've been doing, god damn it, a lot more button presses than, you know, you might expect. And I hate that. I hate that right there. The fact that I did see the wings, my double jump did go off, but it's not until a couple of moments after you double jump that you actually get the height from a double jump. Just pisses me off in a gameplay manner. Because it just makes some of this, like that, it makes some of this platforming a lot tighter than it has any reason to be. It doesn't need to be this tight. Because it's only tight because the actual double jump is not as responsive as it could be. Which, look, fine. It's a design choice that the game designers made, but it makes this a lot harder than it has any reason to be. Oh, I'm bad. That was me being bad. That one was all me. And a lot of this stuff I never noticed most of these little things, like the double jump delay on the height gain. I didn't notice it in normal gameplay. I only noticed it in here. Because it's very, very, that input delays, or not input delay, but the delay in the actual action is a lot more noticeable in here because the timing on everything is much tighter in here. I mean, it's definitely pushing the engine to the limit. Like, this is stuff that, you know, the engine probably wasn't actually designed for, and they probably added this shit after the fact as more of a... I think someone even mentioned that this was added after the fact as a, like, nod to hardcore gamers. So that's completely fine, but you'd think that, Oh god, the spiders killed me just now. Like, I need these spiders for the fight at the very end, but the spiders literally just killed me just now. God damn it. And I did get my double jump there. It's not insanity. This is, and you're gonna laugh at this statement here. This is just hard. It's not insanity. This is absolutely doable. I've done it before. It's just hard. And, you know, I think this point has to be made because of what people have said in the chat in the past. They've said, like, hey, this is really hard, you know, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just hard. It is absolutely beatable. It's not unfair. It's absolutely doable. It's hard. But I think the thing that annoys me about it is that there's difficulty. There's such thing as difficulty, and there's such thing as fake difficulty. So these jumps are difficult. The fact that my controller is having trouble accepting inputs is fake difficulty. It's not like difficulty that the player can overcome. It's just, hey, by the way, you're starting to lose out on jumps like that right there. I feel that the delay in your wings actually lifting you, in my opinion, is, in these sections, fake difficulty. It's something I can compensate for, absolutely, but there's kind of no reason to make me compensate for it. It's literally only there just to make shit harder for me. So it's not something that really contributes to the game. It's fake difficulty. It's difficulty for the sake of being difficult. These jumps, on the other hand, are absolutely understandable. I can work with them. I got the timing down, or well, I don't have the timing down, but I have the timing. It's something I can actually do. But there's just certain portions of this that it's like, okay, the only reason this was put in was to make this more difficult, not to make it more of an interesting challenge. For example, the downwards facing protrusions above the bugs up here, those actually, like, kind of like a, and it just happened just there, kind of like Super Smash Brothers, those things down spike you. If you bump into them, they shoot you down immediately. You don't just hit them and start lose momentum. They actually give you a momentum, like, burst downwards, from at least from how it feels. I don't know how true that is, but that's how it feels it does. So if I hit those, I'm just shoved downwards for kind of no particular reason. And, like, why? Why is that necessary to actually do that? Because what that means is now I have to be a significant distance from both the ceiling and the floor, and there's kind of no reason for that. The difference between a spike and a meteor, spike sends you downwards, and a meteor does the super downwards. Isn't that how it works? God damn it. See, that should have been absolutely fine. I made the jump, I did the actions, everything was good, but because that delay in getting the lift from the wings, I hit the ground. Meteors can be canceled out of it. I mean, I'd call these meteors then, because you can absolutely cancel them, you just have to do it really fast. Oh god, the spiders almost killed me again. Okay, which section am I in now? Am I in? Okay, cool. We're in, nice. We're in the last section. That's not bad. Damn it. See, I'm not a particularly good Smash Brothers player, just in kind of a general statement, so that stuff's a little bit beyond me. Damn it! My understanding is this is the actual last section. There's a fight, and then we're done. The problem is, if I lose the fight, I have to redo the entire path I just did. So that's why I was trying to make sure, like, I am 100% ready for this shit. God damn it. That's what I'm trying to make sure, like, all of my badges and everything are ready for this shit before we actually go in. So that's why we have the spiders, is to make sure I can actually deal with this fight before we get there. Damn it. That was me timing it wrong. Actually, Super Base, I would not want that. The spiders are absolutely not consistent enough to want to be able to double jump off of them, or even ground spike off of them. All that would happen is they'd end up getting in my way and forcing a like ground spike or double jump when I did not want them to, and then I would not want them anymore. Okay, I don't know about others, but I would literally never use that badge. That, to me, that sounds terrible. What I want in control options, I want something that is consistent and I want something consistent and controllable. I want to know exactly how it works at all times. And, you know, Hollow Knight's very, very good at that. Like, the controls are extremely tight. They work pretty much exactly the way I want them to, with some small exceptions, like the double jump height delay thing. But pretty much everything works the way I want it to. But the spiders are not predictable. They don't work, well, at least not that I've seen. They don't work in a way I want them to. They're not particularly, they're not consistent in how they move. They just kind of do their own thing. Damn it. Way to do it backwards? I've done it backwards. Right, at least I've done sections of this backwards. That being said, most of the Path of Pain is actually not doable backwards just because of how it's set up. Like, for example, the section I'm going through right now, you couldn't do this backwards. Because you wouldn't have really any, or as far as I can tell at least, you wouldn't have any way to go through the section I'm in now. There's no place to touch it. I actually thought I was already in there. That's why I didn't jump. We're getting this done. By the way, can you guys tell me how quality was? Apparently, after I changed to OBS, I didn't apparently fix the quality settings correctly. So I noticed that the past couple of streams have been extremely pixelated. Are we back to kind of clear quality again? Like, are we actually in good quality? I'm gonna be very upset uploading Hollow Knight to YouTube because it was like barely pixelated when I looked at the archive footage, but that's actually how the recording and the upload was. It wasn't, like, there wasn't a fuck-up anywhere. The settings were not good. So I was trying to fix it. Yeah, it's not a very good judge, unfortunately, but... But I mean, the quality issues I was seeing in the local recordings were like very noticeable. Like it was 1080p quality with like setup. God damn it! It was 1080p setup, but it was 1080p like 1080p resolution with the pixel quality of 480. Like it was not good. So basically, you could see the pixels, and you could see it really big. Damn. That last jump is really hard.